Ammo here. Welcome to Free-to-Play Fun, a game where I go on Steam, download a free-to-play game, and we check it out. Today we're checking out Heroes and General, a World War II first-person shooter. Now, first thing you do, the game is split into these wars. So you click a war, it basically ends up being like a server. So we're gonna do US because that's what I have. It's US and Nazi Germany. You have independent progression for each army. So we're going to do United States because that is what I have unlocked, is what I've been playing. Now it does say you can join either side despite number of players on that side. And the game does warn you, if you join the side of more amount of players, matchmaking might take a little longer. Which is a concern, because as we're going to see, this game is slow. Everything about this game, outside of the actual gameplay, is slow. And we're going to get more into that in a moment. Right now you can see I click join the war, and now we're just hanging out in this loading screen. We're just waiting. Earlier today when I tried to launch the game in order to do this video, I couldn't even log in. Logging time was just horrendous. I was stuck on the login screen. So I'm going to let this run in the background, and we'll just come back when it's actually done loading. We tried waiting to log in for that war we joined. Never worked. We relaunched the game, and now we're back on the login screen, and we're just frozen here, and we're just waiting. So I'm going to try to get this game to work so we can actually show it to you, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about it. Alright, and we're back, and we got into a server, the servers are done. They've been having technical issues with the servers, and that's why I haven't been able to get on. I still don't trust if they're able to handle the servers and handle everything and keep going, because I still have long load times and ping issues and long matchmaking times. We're going to try to look past that now. We're actually getting to the game. So here's your soldier. You have a soldier for each allies and axis, each side of the war. You level up, get unlocks. You know the progression deal, which we're going to get into in a moment, because that's actually a big complaint I have, is how the progression works. One nifty things is that you earn ribbons, and these ribbons allow you to unlock things, and you get points for ribbon by doing the actions. So go to the ribbons that I have. So you get movement, so you get that for just moving around in crouched positions or moving slowly. Physical training, you get from sprinting and bicycles. You get defense for taking and holding objectives, that kind of thing. Combat for different weapons. It's pretty nice, and this unlocks your ability to buy new upgrades and vehicles and weapons and that kind of thing. You can also boost, then it goes into the currencies. Those are very cheap currency. So if you really want to upgrade one of your ribbons in order to get unlocks, you can do that. Go back out of that. Or then you get your weapons, you can upgrade your weapons. I'm actually out of ammo. So I bought special ammo. It is so expensive. Why is that so expensive? We're not even going to buy that. It's a big complaint I have. Which I'm going to. Oh no, we need to look back. Okay, no, it's fine. Modify. No, we don't need ammo. We don't need. Yeah, just no. Just going with regular ammo. That's a big thing we're going to get. I have 12,000 credits. This is after a few hours of play. I'm only rank 3. But you think, oh, you only rank 3, that's only a few matches. And I've been in several matches, and I've been doing alright. I only have 12,000 credits. Which, all I bought is a spade and this submachine gun. Those are the only upgrades I have, plus one clip of the special ammo. Those are the only upgrades I have. And then, after buying those, and still going through missions, I only have 12,000 credits. And just refilling my ammo here is what, 7,500 credits? You get paid nothing in this game for free currency. It says as you rank up, you get a higher salary, which is the what you get paid after the battles. So as you rank up, you get more, so upgrades maybe don't take you so long. But again, of course, as you unlock more powerful things and more equipment, trying to buy a tank, that's going to be maybe more expensive. So you're going to need that more money to support that. But at first, it is so grindy and slow. We'll get more into that, to the gameplay. Let's go into that. That's the fun part. You can find a mission, do a random mission. Doing find mission really is not a good idea because it takes forever to actually find matchmaking. Like, just loading this list of missions is apparently too much for the server. Oh, come on. There we go. So we have some with bad ping, now some high ping. Earlier when I played, it was all red ping, just really high ping. And we have what? How much ping we get? 57, 68. I mean, it's not great, but not bad either. We just pick one of these, 18 versus 18 on assault for the airfield, and hit Q for this particular map. It's going to give me a huge queue time. Wait, yeah, 18 minutes if you want to queue for a particular battle. Insane. So that's dumb to do. So just do a random mission. The queue time can still be, sometimes it's short, sometimes it's long, seems to really vary. Sometimes hit the button, it only takes a few seconds, other time it takes several minutes. There we go, so hopefully we're on the short end. This is the fun part of the game. We're going to talk about the less fun. I already gave you a little preview with how few credits you earn and how bad the progression system can be. But let's start with the good parts. Let's get into the game and actually shoot some things. Alright, let's have some fun before we get into the more critical things I have to say. Load times aren't that bad. Let me see. And then it takes a few seconds, but it's forgivable. Game's not ugly either when you get in. I mean, it's not super gorgeous. It's not, Witcher AAA title, but it's not ugly either. You're not gonna be distracted by a lot of things. The animations, the character model animations, can be a little janky sometimes, which is unfortunate when you're trying to shoot them and they're moving around. And their animations are weird. But you get, and we lost. Excuse me. This is what happened. We just join the game and immediately lose. All right. Well, that is a terrible idea. They need to work on that. Maybe, yeah, here we go. Get into a new mission that's not already over. It loads quickly. Yeah, so the animations and character models can be a little janky, but get used to it, especially if you have an automatic weapon. That's not a big deal. It'd be a little weird if you're doing like a marksman rifle or a sniper rifle. It'd be kind of more challenging to hit them. And here we go. Ah, this is this map. I don't like this map. There are multiple maps. You have to unlock the ability to. You have to unlock maps. Like everything in this game, so based around progression in a bad way. So here's a simple capture and hold kind of map. There's 3 points, and you spawn on opposite sides of the map, and you have to capture the strategic points. Pretty simple game mode. But when you first start playing the game and you're really low level, is all you have access to. In order to access the assault game mode, which is one team's attacking, they're defending, you have to actually level up to gain access to the game mode, which seems really ridiculous to me. Although one good thing about that, here you can't spawn tanks. There's no heavy armor that's gonna be spawning here. I occasionally see jeeps. Some people bring in jeeps, and other than that, just bicycles. And bicycles are not a particularly threatening vehicle. And it's good you can't bring in tanks because there's no. You have to unlock the ability to fight tanks by. You have to purchase the ability to buy an anti-tank weapon, buy the anti-tank weapon, and then bring the anti-tank weapon into the battle in order for you to do anything against tanks. Unless you can bring your own tank into the battle, it can be very frustrating. Because someone walks in, just rolls around in armor, and you have no way to fight against that. Zero. You don't have an anti-tank weapon. You're doing nothing. Same with the aircraft. If there's not an anti-aircraft gun around, there's an airplane buzzing around, you're not doing anything to it. Which is not like certain games. Like I'll just keep going back to Battlefield. This game really reminds me of Battlefield 1942, and how fun, like how the battles turn out sometimes. Battlefield 1942 or Battlefield games, you spawn as a soldier. So there's a tank rolls up, you don't have any anti-tank weapons. When you die, you can respawn as an engineer. And you can take out the tank, right? In this game, if you don't have anti-tank weapons, you go into a battle. You're just done. No more tanks. That's it. And now let me start some shooting. Let's actually get the shooting done. The shooting part in this game is actually pretty good. Gun models look alright, but the shooting model pretty good. There's bullet drop, there's recoil, there's bullet travel time. I don't know how I did this, that guy so bad. But it makes it shooting guns pretty fun. Oh god, we don't want to deal with that. Ooh, we don't want to deal with that either. There's guys running in here. Oh, I don't do that. Oh, I got blew up with a Panzer Shrek. Isn't that nice? Ugh. Yeah, shooting's pretty fun. Bullet travel time, bullet penetration on vehicles. So if you shoot a vehicle, you'll be told if you have the right angle, and that's not the right way. You have the right angle and the right caliber of weapon in order to pierce it. So if I try shooting that tank, let's try to hit it. Can't hit it from this range while I'm running. I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to demonstrate. See, armor too thick. So I hit it and it tells me I didn't do any damage, and why I didn't do any damage. It's because it was a bad angle. If I just armor's too thick. So that's nice. I like that. Nice little. There's a decent ballistic model in this, except for bullet penetration. Bullets they have trouble penetrating the walls, and sometimes I don't know if they even can penetrate walls at all. I was having a shootout with a guy where there's a window in between us. We're shooting each other, and the window is just eating our bullets. So we could see each other and shoot each other, but the window was eating all the bullets and no one died. It was really ridiculous. So it's not a perfect ballistics model, but I think with a little tweaking, it would be a lot of fun. And that's kind of the game's saving grace here. Is the shooting is fun, and these little strategic capture and hold, tactical objective based missions are pretty fun. This oh god, a lot of explosions. This little capture and hold the points one is pretty simple. It's not my favorite, but the assault game mode is way superior, I believe. The grenades suck. I'll show you that in a second when we're shooting those guys. Oh, there's a tank over there. There's a lot of not friendly people. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Your health is a good compromise between regenerating health and permanent health damage. Oh, the guy's over there. That guy's gonna die. Get shot inside. No, he's actually fine. But when you take damage, your health bars go hollow, and then they disappear completely. And if you're oh god, the grenade. Yeah, grenades blow. They're very harmless. Oh, he actually hit us. The grenades are awful. I'll show you one when these respawn, because their explosions are small, and you can't throw. Your soldier is just terrible at throwing. So the cool thing is when you pull out your grenade and you pull the pin, you have a nice little red dot on how far it goes, and like a 45-degree angle. That's the maximum you can throw your grenade, and not even roll down a hill. That is so close. Typically, yeah, you just chuck it really quick. That is so close. I can take 5 steps, I'm in the explosion. So grenades are really a little lackluster in this game. Because in order to actually hit the enemy, you have to be really close, and if you're actually that close, they're probably just going to turn around the corner and shoot you. And there's also no melee button. There's no melee. I won't say there's no melee in this game. There's no effective melee in the game. You can buy and equip a melee weapon, which is a complete waste of money. There's one thing really weird about this game is that you move the same speed in all directions. So I can run backwards from this guy. I just move the exact same speed and he's running towards me. Isn't this just ridiculous? So it makes melee weapons completely pointless, because if you try pulling out your shovel to go bash someone in the face, they're just going to walk backwards directly away from you and be fine and just shoot you. So it makes melee really... There's no quick melee button, so melee is really just pointless in this game. Don't know why they even have it unless they change some other options. Other than that, I haven't seen too many, at least at low level, there's not a lot of crazy weapons people are running around with. Most of the basic weapons. Sure, at high level, when you have a high level sniper, there's a tank. That's not something to do. There's a tank, so no one, unless someone here has anti-tank weapons, it's just going to walk. That too, that's a APC. So unless someone has weapons that specifically take care of this, we can't do anything about it. Trying to put some bullets in the doorway. They're gonna throw grenades, so grenades are garbage, so I'm not at all concerned. I can just throw grenades all day in here. These little flimsy boxes will protect me. There's no penetration like models, it's just everything's a completely solid bulletproof object. It runs alright as well. There's 8 enemies in here. I'm the only ally, so I'm probably gonna get murdered here in a second. And someone gets brave enough to run in here. And I'm a bad shot, I guess. That guy was just looking at the roof, walked in, and I missed him. Oh, and I also don't have my special ammo because it's ridiculously expensive. We'll cover that when the mission's over. And about the mission being over, that might take a while. This game has really long matches. There's even these simple matches, these 3 capture the points, seem to take forever. And on the other battle types, the assault, type game mode I played, it can take forever because you have to defend certain points for X amount of time. And the defending team has to defend for X amount of time, and then the attacking team has to try to take those points in that time. But then if they take certain objectives, they give themselves more time. So it can just take. I think I played a match that took almost an hour. It wasn't very fun and like that. I mean, it was a fun match, but it really didn't need to take that long. Like, we could have like a 20-minute match. I could play 3 matches in the same time. Yeah, about the health, so you have hollow health bars. If you don't take enough damage, and those hollow health bars don't disappear completely, then oh god, then they just regenerate. Let's see if we can. This guy, good shot. Alright, buddy. Really like the SMG. Start with the Grand. At first, I thought the shooting wasn't that fun as Grand in this game. That's because the Grand, which is a weapon I usually like, because in World War II shooters had a ton of recoil. I had a very hard time using it. Those are automatic weapon mixes. Feels a little more responsive, easier to hit things, except of course at distance, because there's that guy sprinting in the woods over there. Actually managed to land a shot on him. So I'll just pure spray and pray. A couple weird things about the controls is that crouching is toggled, right? So you have to hold the crouch key to stay crouched, but prone is on and off. So I guess that would be toggled, not holding down, but you know what I'm saying. And then sprint is, I'm just holding the sprint key, not pressing the W key to move. You just hold the sprint key and just go just straight forward line. What's with those tanks? Yeah, I don't have anti-tank weapons, so the tanks are just walking all over me. I can't do anything about it. Try to sprint this house and never get in this house. Oh, apparently because it's a very dangerous house. Good. See if we can cheese this a little bit. Getting some performance isn't that bad. I'm losing some frames right now. Thanks for them recording. Yep. And once you have you don't have a secondary weapon unless you buy a pistol or something. Because the grenades are garbage. You see, like that guy in the same room with us. He didn't even use a grenade until he ran out of ammo. And that was a secondary weapon. Just spike a grenade on the ground and hope it blows up. That's really the only effective way I've seen grenades used is a suicide weapon. I think it would be helpful if they just increase the range. You throw like you have some weird muscular dystrophy in your shoulder. You just can't chuck that grenade. You see, yeah, this game's just taking a while. But also, yeah, there's tanks and aircraft, and I haven't actually gotten those yet, because those are later game things, and this game does not want you to get to the late game easily. Whoa, that tank just destroyed us. Which can be a little frustrating because you can't fight the tanks unless you unlock the ability to fight the tanks. The server sizes aren't that bad. How many players? 17 and 18? That's not that bad. It's enough players, and the maps seem decently sized that you get a feeling of a battle going on, of a proper war. An issue with that is that the battles are, I'd say they're a little on the large side. So getting to objectives can take a while. You don't have a vehicle. Even if you have a vehicle, it can still take a little bit of effort. Maybe we have to sprint all the way back to B. The respawn system, I've been getting really lucky because we've been able to respawn instantly. But if you kind of respawn in waves, certain Ooh, where's all the gunfire coming from? You have to. A certain number of people have to die before respawning again. Respawn in a wave. So if you die too early or just at the unlucky time, you might be sitting and waiting for a while. Which is really annoying. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why that's a thing. It should just be you die, you get to respawn after a few seconds. Waiting to respawn for no reason because of the weird arbitrary wave system is kind of frustrating. This gun does very little damage at range. Which SMG is obviously a close range weapon. Wow, that guy is just really tough. And can't take that tank out. Oh, don't know what I'm running out here for. This is suicide. For that. Oh no, he threw a grenade. Oh. We kill each other? Yep. Yeah, we killed each other. So that's another thing. Game has some latency compensation, which results in weird things like killing each other. Although with the bullet modeling, with the ballistics modeling, I guess it's possible we shot our bullets simultaneously and killed each other. But it seems to happen a little too often. And you see all these matches just drag on. How long have I been talking now? Looks like we're about to lose though. So we can move on with the commentary. I don't want to cut it weird and we just leave in the middle of the match. What's all these guys? They're just driving into our spawn. Alright. I'm gonna capture this vehicle. You can capture vehicles, but you have to unlock them. So you just sit here and hold E. And it takes forever. See, and we actually lost when we got that vehicle, so I'm gonna show you driving around. Alright, we won, or we lost, but we got 3,200 credits for that. We did alright. We got a handful of kills and some capture and defense points. So that's our credits. We also earned Warfins. Talk about those in a moment. So we continue. I have 15,000 credits. Alright. And that is not worth anything. Let's say we have enough experience to join the tank crew, which will unlock the ability to spawn tanks. So how much does that cost? 22,000 credits. Wow. Okay. But if we do that, we gotta unlock the tanks, right? You just spawn in tanks and you have to buy the vehicles as well. So you have to go in here. And just buying a Jeep costs 15,000 credits. So we can just now buy the ability to spawn a Jeep after me playing this many rounds. If we want to buy something a little more threatening, we need to use real money. Buy something even more threatening, more real money. We want to buy more ammo? It's another 7,000 credits or 100 gold. How much is 100 gold? If I were to buy, it's like $10 for 1,400. So of course they do this weird number translating to make it difficult for you to get this done. So we just round this up to $10. It's like, don't try to do math in the middle of a review. 140 credits for $1. It's like got dollar, just under $1. Like 100 credits isn't quite $1. So if I want to upload it, just over 100 credits. So let's just, it's not $1, it's a little less than $1, but let's just, all this rounding we're doing, let's just say it's $1, so it's $1 to refill my clip of ammo. That seems insane. Really unnecessary. When you throw the grenades, you have to buy those too. 22 points for 1,500 for grenades. And I only got, that would be half of the money I just got for playing that mission. But, and then yeah, you have to train, you upgrade experience points. I kind of like this idea. So you start out as an infantryman, and as you gain experience points in your quote-unquote career, you can branch off into tank, or flying pilots, or even being a paratrooper, and you just parachute onto the battlefield. Or sniper recon is pretty high up there. I assume that's where the snipers are. Recon. think that's a fair video game assumption. So that's cool, but then actually unlocking the things, you have to pay money to transfer, and then pay money to buy tanks, like buy our vehicles in, pay money for new weapons, pay money for the ammo, and you don't earn the money long enough, like you don't earn the money fast enough for that to be fun. That could be fun. They do it a little faster, a little more generously, especially at the beginning when they're trying to hook you into the game. They just don't. They're so stingy with your compensation for playing the game. And you also notice to get these war funds. Well, these are free to get assault teams for the battles, which is the generals part of the game, which I don't understand at all. This is the high level nonsense that you need to really play this game a lot to be able to get in this or pay a lot of money. So you see there's these nodes, there's allies and Germans, Nazis. So there's battles going on, you can click on the node, and here's what's going on in there. You can queue up for the mission to try to defend that, try to play that mission. So that's like when you're doing the mission list, that's what's going on. So you're finding a specific battle in the war to fight, or you can just do it from this mission. Although once again, doing the quick mission way faster, it just throws you in there. There's another reason why queue times can take so long, because there's X number of battles going on for the nodes, and you can also send assault teams to help this happen, to help take the node or defend against the nodes. So how do you get assault teams? You have to buy them, of course, like everything else is the same. You have maximum of 10. Well, I need an assault team. So go to my assault team button, 0 assault teams, I'll try to buy one. The cheapest smallest unit available is a guard, 36 infantry. So we can send that to get like 36 infantry spawns in a battle. I think there'd be 36 infantry available. In order to send it, you need 29, like 30,000 war funds. All this time I've been playing, that's 2,000. That's just everything that I've gotten in the game up to this point. 2,000. Haven't spent a penny of it because the minimum cost here is 30,000. That's crazy for me. I don't honestly even know how this works. Not gonna lie, how these assault teams that you deploy affect these nodes, affect these battles, because I don't know how. I haven't gotten up here. I don't have 30,000 war funds to spend. And then once all these nodes are taken over by zoomed way too far out and destroyed the map. Which this map seems really big, because only this area is happening. So that tells me they're planning on expanding to other theaters here of World War II. Which is good. I mean, they plan for expansion, that's right. But the war, and then once all these nodes are taken over one side or the other, the war is over, and you just restart a new war. I think I've been in only losing wars, so I don't know if you have a reward for being in the winning side. I haven't noticed any penalty for being on the losing side, just no reward. And that is, I mean, that's it. The combat is fun. It's a good, solid, competent shooter with ballistic models, even though they're a little janky sometimes, especially the penetration and the grenades suck. But I mean, it's entertaining. It's fun. It's fun to shoot guys. There's explosions going off, and you're running around, and it's a nice little World War II shooter. But then they decided to throw on all this weird, grindy progression crap on top of it to make it as least fun as possible. Like you want to unlock cool things, and there's all this cool gun modification. Like that's another really good thing. You can name your weapon. You can change the paint job. You can modify it. But you have to unlock the ability to modify it. And once you unlock the ability to modify it, you have to buy the modifications for a ton of money. This is 9,000 credits for a steady trigger and increase my rate of fire. That's a big rate of fire for the hair trigger. That seems just crazy. There's so much grind to get these things. Like, oh, you want these cool upgrades, these cool weapons that you can name and change the color on. Well, you have to spend a ton of money on that. You want new ammo, you spend a bunch of credits on that. You want to unlock weapons, you can spend credits on that, including these useless melee weapons and useless grenades. You can spend credits on that. And they give you these options and then lock them behind saying no, you have to grind for them, just for no reason. It's a free-to-play game. I understand they need a business model in there. They need to earn money somehow. But there's a reason why that's typically saved for high-level content, why the low level content's kind of easier to get through and quicker to get through. So you get hooked in the game and you enjoy it, and after you enjoy it, you keep playing it. So you decide, okay, I'm playing it, I'm enjoying it, but I want another level. I want some cool looking equipment. I want to change my paint jobs. I want to boost my experience. So we're gonna do the premium credits. This game decides just right away, if you are gonna play this for free, you're gonna grind and you're just gonna be a grunt for a long time. Who's inefficient. You don't have vehicles unlocked. You don't have modified weapons. You don't have special ammo. You can't afford it. You don't have boosted anything. You're just a grunt, and it'd be really frustrating because that's the biggest complaint I have about this game. They make it grindy, they make it frustrating, and they just kind of keep you down. They give you all these options, but you can't get to them, and it's really frustrating because it's almost such a fun game. But the way it is now, it's in beta, so I can hopefully change all this. But unless these numbers get adjusted, it's just really grindy slow game. And unless you're a huge Battlefield fan or really big like Battlefield 1942 or just a World War II buff in general, I can't really. There are better shooters. Just be blunt about it. There are better first-person shooters out there right now. This game just can't compete with its current problems. And if you are a World War II buff, there are better shooters. There are better World War II games. Like War Thunder is a great game, and it does its business model well. I just can't really recommend Heroes and Generals that much. Also, when you launch the game, it has this weird nonsense running in the background, the sync program. That's weird. I've never had a game that launches a second program just to keep the other game running. That's been our look at Heroes and Generals, currently free to play on Steam. It is a pretty good shooter that is just the developers are trying to make it as bad as they can. They haven't completely succeeded. You can get some fun out of this if you really like first-person shooters, you just want to play around, you like World War II. There's a little bit of fun to be had. But right now, otherwise, the business model and the grindy aspects of it just slow it down. And if the servers don't get fixed, servers still aren't reliable. If those don't get fixed, then it's absolutely unplayable. That's been our look at Heroes and Generals. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe for more. I'll see you next time.